how are you doing? My name is Eric Lalor. And all the other comedians go, Jesus, Eric's after having a stroke.
Poor bastard. Yeah. See the car accident.
Poor Eric, quick, whip it out. So, it's a weird thing, I think. And I do find myself now, because when I'm in Dubai and I know a lot of the Brits are there, I have to slow down a little bit. Now, it wouldn't be as Edinburgh slow, but I still have to really round my words and talk. And, I mean, the jokes won't land otherwise.
They won't know. They won't know.
What's the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
You know?
What's a natter anyway?
yeah. What the fuck is Fair City? But as I always say, like, I mean, when I do the crunch, obviously it's predominantly tourists.
Yeah.
And they go, I got a part in a show called Fair City. And there's Brits in the audience go, you probably haven't heard of Fair City. And they're like, no. You've seen Breaking Bad, haven't you? And they go, yeah. Well, it's not like that. That always gets a laugh.
That's it, I suppose. But you know what? Comedy is comedy too. Like,
yes.
I mean, because you look at it there, the BBC have sponsored or have funded that TV show, The Young Offenders.
Young Offenders, yeah.
And it's like, and they have gone so cork, it's not even funny.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
And then you've got Channel 4 who are all over Dairy Girls.
Yeah.
And Dory.
Yeah.
That's real Dory. And you've got Cark. You know, and I think it's a big time at the moment for Irish comedy in terms of TV, that the Brits seem to want more and more of it. Like, I mean, Father Ted is one of the biggest of all time.
Yeah.
You know, and
Brendan O'Carroll, sure. I mean,
Brendan O'Carroll is massive,
making more money than Elon Musk right now. Like.
yeah. Brendan O'Carroll will be sending a rocket to space soon.
That's a man you want in with. I had Richie Hayes on the podcast, and Richie was in the Christmas special.
Yeah.
He would have been in the final of The Voice and stuff and things like that. But he was in the panto with me down in Limerick.
Yeah. And
he was saying, like, it is Hollywood from the get-go when you're on board with Brendan.
I can imagine.
You fly everywhere first class with Emirates. He says, like, it was even weird for him, like, first day, this bloke, like, he was going down to the studios or whatever, and it was only just for a meeting. Like, it wasn't just see how everything was before they actually went ahead and agreed to, and he'd be in the show. Like, he was going to turn it down, but this card, he said, do you mind if you send us a car? Do you want to get the door?
It's the fruit with veg, man.
Yeah.
When I get it.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be back in a second. I'll just tell him to take off and come back later. Just say she'll be back in an hour.
I love that, the fruit and veg man.
Keeping it real.
Off we go. Fruit and veg man gone. I didn't think there's fruit and veg blokes called around.
Oh, we do, yeah. We have a lot of that. Like we've got our milkman who comes around, looks for his money. Actually, he's probably gonna have to. I'm probably going to go to the bank soon and get his money. He's going to be knocking soon. They all come on a Friday, Tom. You think Friday, we're here the weekend? No, they all come knocking at your door.
What do you think they come with a new card machine? The card machines, the little slips of ones nowadays, like.
I know, but no. Like all of our food suppliers are all still, keeping it real, old school.
Single traders kind of. That's cool though.
Yeah. There's something nostalgic about it.
Oh, there absolutely is. Like, I mean, it'd be a handy thing. But what? Yeah, but Richie was saying, like, he says first day, this fucking 500 CL Merc pulls up at the door, and a bloke in a full black suit is like, "Good morning, sir. I'm your car," and he's going, "What? And he couldn't.
Got the wrong address.
He couldn't help it. He couldn't sit in the back. He couldn't. Had to sit up front with your man, and even your man then was weirded out by it because he's like, "No, this is my my gig.
Space.
You're supposed to be in the back." And he's like, "All right, yeah, what's the crack?" But he says, second time round, fuck that. He says, "I sat in the back then." Like, but it's Irish people dealing with, but as you said, like Brendan's on a level now, but he doesn't scrimp.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He brings a chef everywhere with him too because he says, "What's the point in scrimping? Because we're making it. We may as well spend it."
I know. I've heard that about the show, that he really looks after. Like, I mean, I know a lot of his family are involved in the show, and that's brilliant as well. I mean, wouldn't it be an amazing position to be able to do that?
Oh my God.
To be on something as big and as successful as that, and to be able to help out your family at the same time, amazing. Like,
unbelievable stuff. Like.
What I love about, like, Brendan O'Carroll, like Fair City, he has his begrudgers and his knockers, but you cannot argue with the man's success.
Nope.
There's a hell of a lot of people out there who love it. And if he's making them laugh, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
He's not asking you for a penny.
No, exactly.
People
don't like it, switch over.
Yeah, people do seem to get angry with things like that. But then 14.5 million people watched that Christmas episode that night. 14.5 million.
That's nuts, isn't it? That's like Phils and Horses levels.
Yeah,
yeah. And you don't get those figures these days, and that's phenomenal. And myself and Tom are available for any future parts
anything
that might just come up down there on Brendan O'Carroll's show.
Absolutely.
Deadly buzz.
Yeah.
But I love it. Brendan's like you said, he's a fingless man,
Yeah.
And he what I love about Brendan was like he did what we did for a long time. Like he went around all the pubs and he did gigs and he did this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And he did okay, but then he went off and just kind of, I suppose, reinvented himself and just came back with this Agnes Brown character. And next of all, it's just it's Hollywood and it's multi-million-dollar movies, and he's and he's a very generous man. He gives a lot of money to charity, and he has that thing every Christmas where he feeds like 500 homeless people in Dublin. He gives them that Christmas dinner and all that kind of thing. So, people he does have his detractors and knockers and all that, but I say fair play to him, and continued success to the man.
Unbelievable, like but you have you were saying like that people know you more so for an actor nowadays. Yeah. You've done a couple of movies in the last couple of years as well, haven't you?
Yeah, well,
was it a World War I one you did?
Yeah, I did a film called In the Valley of the Moon.
Great name.
Yeah,
great name.
I know. When I was approached by it, I was like, In the Valley of the Moon. I was going, what? Daddy's a space film. Daddy. And they're like, no, it's not a space film. I was delighted. Go, you're an astronaut, Daddy. And they went, no. And they went, no, it's a World War I film. And I went, oh, okay, right. And
no rockets, definitely no rockets.
No rockets. Not even one alien or no. Brian Rosny wrote this script and he sent it on to me. And he said, Eric, I'd love you to have a read of this. I think you'd be great as the lead character. And I was flattered by the fact that somebody was offering me a lead role already in something, because I'd done a couple of other things. I did a short with Keane McGarrigle, No Messages it was called.
Oh yeah,
a couple of years ago. With,
was that for Storyland? No.
Well, it didn't eventually make the storyline, but it was shown on RTE then anyway. Rory Connolly from Diet Worms was in it. David Murray, who's a brilliant actor, he was in it. And it was a phenomenal script, and that was my first kind of real acting role. It was a comedy, and we shot it in the Thomas House on Thomas Street, and it won loads of awards. And it's testament to Keane McGarrigle's writing. It was a brilliant part, and my character's name was The Cock. Yeah, that was the character's name, The Cock, because I was an absolute cock in it. Like
fair
just continuous, and barflight, just continuously drunk all the time, like this all the time. I made a show myself, but it was brilliant. And I think Brian had seen it and saw something, and went, you know what? I think you'd be good for this role. And I read it and I was like, wow, what a script, man, I loved it. And it's set in World War I in the trenches on Christmas Day, that day where they both laid down arms, and it centres around an Irish soldier in the British Army. Irish soldier in the British Army.
Well, technically you would have been a British soldier anyway. Because
an Irish man in the British Army, sorry. Not an Irish soldier, an Irish man as a British soldier in the British Army, sent over the top on a suicide mission. And there's an explosion. I kind of get up and I'm disorientated and walking around no man's land. My ears are ringing and dishevelled, quite injured and shell shocked, and then through the mist I see a figure, and I'm like, but I hear because I'm in behind enemy lines. I think it's a German, so there's dead German soldiers around me. I put a German jacket around me, so when he sees me, he's going to see me and he's going, it's one of our own kind of thing. And I see him in the distance, and it is a German soldier, and he sees me, and we're across this big crater. And he starts speaking German to me, and I'm just kind of going, nodding, like some fucked figure, And then as I get closer to him, I realise he is fucked. Like, he's completely shell shocked. He's all over the place, and then I realise he's not a threat. And I kind of feel sorry for him a little bit. We sit down, and we start exchanging pleasant. He speaks German, doesn't speak English, and I'm vice versa. We have a kind of little bond together because we show each other photographs of our kids and all that kind of. It's a lovely story, actually, And then, through all the madness, we hear voices approaching from both sides. He hears German voices approaching, I hear British voices, and we both panic because, like, God, if we hear, we're going to be killed here, we're going to be killed by one of our own kind of thing, But we don't understand what's going on, because he's, like, roaring at me in German. Basically, in the subtitles, he's saying, lie down, pretend you're dead, lie down, pretend you're dead. And I think he's having a go. So we go for it. We go for it.
Classic Eric.
Yeah, whoop that. We're going for it. And then big finale. And we filmed it up in a place called Colon, which coincidentally is the arsehole of nowhere, in Drogheda, outside Drogheda.
Yeah, I was just thinking,
They have a military museum up there, all World War I, World War II artefacts, and they have trenches in the grounds built to replicate the conditions of World War I. So we had a ready-made set, So we filmed there for 4 or 5 days, and it was a tough shoot, the weather and all that, but it was brilliant. It was an amazing experience.
It was the more rotten, the better. Too,
yeah, exactly. There was real grit to it, And Brian Rosny did everything to himself. He invested a hell of a lot of money in this, and he got a brilliant crew together. But he spent all his money, and he spent about a year and a half in post-production trying to get it ready, because he was doing it by himself.
Right.
But he eventually got it there, and won a couple of awards. And then, geez, lo and behold, I got a phone call off him one day going, you know the way it's been going around the movie festivals? I said, yeah. He says, well, it's been in the London Ealing Film Awards, and you've just won Best Actor.
Did you?
And I was like,
what?
I mean, what? I was on the bus. It was like, what? I mean, did I really? And he says, yeah, you have to win a Best Actor at the London Film Ealing Awards. I was like, oh my God, couldn't believe it. Now, the London Ealing Film Awards isn't a massive festival. It's a festival which has only grown over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But as the agent said to me, Eric, it doesn't matter. The fact is now you are an award-winning actor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I am. So it's all about spin.
Of course, yeah. You're not just tagging together like the under-12s.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
But it was a massive boost as well, Tom, because I was kind of going, well, Jesus, because you're always continuously doubting yourself,
Yeah.
Am I really that good? I mean, what can I do better? And to get a recognition like that from people who've never met you before for a performance like you've done,
and they know what they're talking about.
It's a huge boost, a huge boost to your confidence, and you're going, well, wow, And it's kind of given me an urge and a hunger to do more acting. I love doing my stand-up, Tom, as I know you do.
Yeah.
And it's a great gig to do because you instantly get that gratification, that validation from the audience. But acting is a completely different thing. You do your performance and you hope it's good enough, and then you see it yourself. I mean, we're always our own biggest critics, and I often, even in the Valley of the Moon, I remember going to the screening of that in the big cinema and going, oh, I wish I'd done that a bit better. There's certain scenes you're kind of going, oh, I wish I'd done that better. And the other scenes going, oh, that was alright. And other bits you're going to go, oh. But when you get that recognition and people saying to you, man, that was some performance, it really kind of fills you with confidence, and it gives you hunger and a desire to keep going. And I want to do so much more. I mean, I have a couple of things. This sounds very pretentious. There's a couple of things in the pipeline, Thomas. Some projects that have been kind of sent my way, which I hope will come to fruition in the year.
My weird thought process, but every time somebody says pipeline, I physically see a couple of scripts stuffed up a fucking wagon. Why would you put them up there? Would you not say I have a few in the filing cabinet?
In the pipeline. But no, there's been, I suppose, and also with the platform that Fair City gives you as well, you do get directors and producers sending you the odd script just to go, you wouldn't cast your eye over this like at the moment and let me know what you think, and I go, oh yeah, I will. I'm having a look at it and going, wow, that's good. Or I find it, I'm always, because I'm so keen to do more, I have to stop myself from saying yes immediately.
Because I get you.
And you could be putting yourself, you can do yourself more harm than good by attaching yourself to something that's really bad.
Oh fuck,
you know.
So
you kind of like, initially my enthusiasm is, oh man, this is a script, I'm gonna do it, and I always now stop myself and I give it to someone else who I trust.
Yeah.
And go, what do you think of that script? And they'll read it and they'll go, Eric, that's good. Or seriously, stay well away from that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what I do now. But it's so flattering and great that I'm still getting people the odd time getting in touch with me, looking for me to read for this, that, and the other, So. But nothing major at the moment, but one of my ambitions is to do a feature film. I would love to do a feature film. I haven't done one. I've done a few short films. I did a short film just before Christmas there with Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. When is that out, or do you know?
Well, it's still in post-production, Tom. I was speaking to the director last night actually about it, and he said he's so happy with it that it's amazing. They're adding the grading and the sound mix and the soundtrack, the music to it and all this kind of thing at the moment. But the target is for it to premiere at the Galway Film Flat this year, and then obviously do the whole festival circuit around the world kind of thing, And the great thing about In the Valley of the Moon was it did win awards, and Aer Lingus bought it to show as their in-flight entertainment this summer. So I was getting a lot of people tweeting me, the little screen on the back of the seat going, and a selfie going, look who I'm watching on the plane going to America.
You clearly know a lot of fancy people there. The only people that text me are like pictures of the safety card at the back of a fucking Ryanair.
No, these are all the heads going to Florida. And but from that, there was people who saw that, producers, directors who saw it on the plane, who got in touch with me then afterwards going,
go away.
So
I suppose, there's nothing more captivating than looking at the back of the fucking seat for 7 hours.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's only a 14-minute film, and they went, oh, that's...
Well, it's worth the punt too when you think about it. You go, sure, it's 14 minutes. What am I doing? I'm here for
exactly. You're not going to. It was an hour and a half. You go, oh, I don't know any of those people, but it's only 14 minutes. I might give it a go.
Yeah.
Time. So I think the bigger the platform, the better chance you had of being seen and being offered stuff, like, you know.
I suppose too. You see, everything lends itself to stand-up, though, too, doesn't it? Because you're performing live. Yes. You know what I mean. So you have to be aware of your every facial expression, like your every. And sometimes you can probably like that was something I found with like when you have a camera shoved up your hoop, like you know you have. Tone it back a small bit.
Oh, you have to.
Because you're not projected to 40 rows back.
No. And that was the big transition change that I struggled with initially.
Yeah.
Because I am very animated with my facial expressions on my face and generating, as you say, to the back of the room.
Yeah.
And when I did my first screen acting course with Factory Studios, Morning News ran this amazing screen acting course a few years ago that I did. And every day the directors would be continuously saying to me, Eric, less. Because it'll be still, and he said it's too distracting for the viewer.
There's no need.
We want to see it in your eyes, not in your whole face, like, you know. And it took me a while to get that. And then I got my first acting gig.
Yeah.
And I was still doing the course. And I got my first acting gig on this TV show called Amber, which was an RT drama a few years ago.
I played a radio producer in that.
Did you really? Yeah.
One episode.
Deadly.
Episode. Yeah. It was a girl went missing, wasn't it?
Yes. A teenager went missing, and it was 4 episodes, and each episode was from the perspective of the mother, the father, the investigating detective, the investigating journalist.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of scenes with the lead character, David Murray, and he was the dad of Amber. And I was a businessman. Yeah. And I walked into his office, and Thaddeus Sullivan was the director, and he's done great stuff.
Yeah.
Titanic, Blood and Tears, and all that, Blood and Sweat. And he went, okay, action. And I still had in my head less. And I walked into that scene, the very first scene, just saying the lines where how are you, Mr. Murray? I'm here for the business deal. And I walked in and went, hey, Mr. Murray. I'm here for the business deal. And your man Thaddeus went, cut. I was like, alright, let's do that again, yeah? Yeah, do that again, Eric. Okay, action. Hello, Mr. Murray. I'm here for the business deal. And Thaddeus went, cut, Eric, come here to me. And I went, what? She said, you're a stand-up comedian, aren't you? I went, yeah. Will you just loosen up and have a bit of fun with it, will you? And I went, alright. So I learned then there was a happy medium between over-animated and looking like you've had a stroke. Yeah. You know, so somewhere in between is the right amount of it. But I get, like the Fair City thing, because it's so big, I get a lot of people tweeting me going, Cottle, I love Cottle's facial expressions. Because sometimes I have to forget as well, and I go, I'm doing this and to react to people, but people seem to love the reactions.
Do you get it? Do you know the signature kind of ending to EastEnders? Yeah. Especially has those big, like they cut him with a fucking axe. Like there's no blending. It's just like boom, looking off into the middle distance. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You have to
no softness at all. Do you?
They do tell you. They say because you're filming.
Because I don't watch them myself.
I just want to tell you that. So Tuesday we film. We go in on Monday. We do a cast read through, and then we could be filming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we're doing 4 episodes over those 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And they're not in sequence. So you could be doing Thursday night's episode on Tuesday morning. You could be doing Tuesday morning's episode on Friday evening, this kind of thing. It's all over the place. It's not chronological. And but they would tell you, they go, right, Eric, this scene here is end of episode scene. Right. So we're going to need, the camera is going to be on you after you've delivered your line. So you do have to go.
Give him a rock moment.
So it's just, so I've kind of, I had to, I'll be honest with you, between me, you and everyone else in California and San Francisco, I used to look in the mirror and go, right, well then, you'll see what happens.
For anybody listening, that is fucking beautiful.
But you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, it's the soap face. The soap face. You have to do it. Because it just looks weird. The camera's just there. Or you must have.
You've never found yourself humming the tune just as you're doing it, because you know they're cutting the tune in under you.
Yeah. But even because the end of soap episodes is all synonymous with the EastEnders ones.
Oh yeah.
So even though we are doing Fair City, like quite a lot in Fair City and RT when we're having the crack, like when the scene is over, somebody will deliver the cutting line, and then the rest of the cast will go. And it's a great laugh. And that's another thing about the Fair City crew. They're a lovely bunch of people.
I briefly for I think 2 episodes I played a solicitor.
Tom, you never told me this before.
I did, but we were both drinking.
Oh, right. We need to get Tom back on Fair City. You could be my solicitor. Cotton needs a solicitor.
Absolutely. I'll be that slimy country fucker.
Oh, yeah. The best kind.
Or I'll be the over-the-top Southsider.
Yes, of course.
Getting the gig.
You got that range, Tom. You got that range for his team now.
Hillbilly to the neck. It's so funny, like when I got the text, because I was in Bridget Neyman briefly as the local, your everyday pervert.
Yes, of course.
And, when I got the text, I got the text of Jennifer that time going, so we have a character, you'll see it in the script, smiley face, and I went, what? Got the script. I didn't even need to see the script. It just said, script for Paddy the pervert. And brief, I just emailed. I just got the script. She goes, "Doesn't it just suit you?" Like, well, Jennifer. That's what you see. And you know, it's maybe going, I'm such a class actor. I can either play an over-the-top obnoxious outsider or an absolute pervert from the Midlands.
And I did that. I mean, I did Bridget Neyman as well. I did one day in Bridget Neyman. I don't even know the character's name. It was great fun though. It was me and Colin McDonald, and we were filming it in a mine in the south of Dublin somewhere, and we got to blow up stuff.
Did you?
Yeah, explosions and all. It was a great crack, and just maybe I was wearing an orange boiler, a blue boiler suit, faces all blackened up, and had one of those yellow hard hats on me. Right, let's do it. That was it. I mean, I love getting involved in stuff like that.
Well, that was good. Yeah, I did I think it was only 2 days I was on it, but it was just Jason. It's Jason Butler.
Yeah.
Jason was, because I knew it, because he directed when we were on Republic of Telly doing the Damo and Ivor sketches then, but it was purely the script was written, but he kind of went, Era, you know yourself. Yeah. It's like, what? It's just be as pervy as you can be.
Yeah.
And we'll just see where it goes from there. And that was pretty much his direction.
So that title one was like, whoa.
Well, the thing was, they let me pick my own costume.
Oh, brilliant!
Because they went, because I got there and nobody was there bar the costume curtain. She was like, I'm not sure what obviously there's a pair of slacks and a jumper.
So you had a whole rack to choose from.
And I just went through and I picked the ugliest jumper I could, and she went, and there's a shirt. I went, no, let's have no shirt. Let's have me just a hairy chest sticking out over the V-neck. You know yourself. There's nothing more. I said, do you actually have a pullover? It'd be way better. Do you know what I mean? Just a V-neck pullover, just a hairy chest sticking out over. And then they gave me a little slip moustache. They clipped on like a little rat's tail.
Oh, Jesus.
All of it, and greased down my hair.
I'm traumatised, Tom. Yeah, I must check this out.
The only bit they wound me back in on when he fell around the place laughing when he saw me, because what I'd done was I got slacks that were way too big for me, got a belt and pulled them right up to my chest.
Oh, Jesus.
But then I left the zip open and pulled the belt back through it and left it out. And he went, I love that, but I cannot have you mimicking a fucking cock. I know there's a line and that's going over. I almost got what I wanted.
Brilliant.
But yeah, and they pay us for that, Eric. You know what I mean? So you can't.
You see, this is it. Like, that's why we want to do all this stuff, Tom, because
you get to dress up and be a big child
and have to crack.
Yeah.
And then somebody pays you, and you're like, man, what a job.
I know. So
we need more of those jobs.
That's exactly it. You just need more of them jobs, you know what I mean? Yeah. But are you lined up to go anywhere abroad again this year? Like,
there is an inquiry at the moment. Now, whether
are we allowed to talk this on
air?
Yeah. The police don't need to know this inquiry. It's not one of those inquiries.
A gig inquiry.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. Yeah.
Not a guard inquiry. It's an inquiry. Now, it's a potential. Now, to be honest, it's getting late in the day now. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but it would be amazing if it does happen because it's so off the beaten track.
Right.
For Paddy's Day, right? There has been an inquiry into the agency about me flying out to do a gig in Ghana.
Ghana? In Africa?
Yes. Dun.
Who's in Ghana?
Apparently there's 2 Irish lads out there. Now, I don't know. There's a bit of an Irish expat population out there. There's Irish expats everywhere.
There's a world of construction going on actually down in Ghana.
Well,
do you know what that is? A couple of cute paddies now. Because I was to be brought out to there was 2 lads. Now, it never came about, but there was 2 lads who who owned JCB and the Volvo business here in the machinery side of things. And both of them were kind of competing with each other on a huge job out in some place that I couldn't even pronounce. But they had about 300 lads between them working out there. And they were trying to outdo each other for entertainment. So they brought the likes of big bands and stuff out there.
Yeah.
And they wanted to bring a couple of comedians out. Now, it never came about, but it struck me, it was like, this is where weird gigs come from.
Yeah.
Right. Ghana,
yeah. Now, as I said, I was asked about 2 weeks ago, they said, would you be interested? And I said, of course I'd be interested. I said, let me know if that's going to happen. Now, I think at the time, they wanted to see if there was an interest there first And now what they're trying to do is trying to make it happen in terms of get a sponsor.
Yeah, of course.
To raise the funds, flights, accommodation. You have to get needles, injections, all that kind of crap.
Oh, Jesus, you do. Yeah.
So, I mean, if that happens, brilliant, because if nothing else, it'll be an amazing experience. I've never been to Africa before, like, and to go to Ghana of all places, like, you know, it'd be pretty cool, like, you know, yeah.
That would be class.
We'll see. But other than that, Tom, no, I mean, I am going to be doing my own. I've in touch with the agent last week to book me a few venues around the country, because I'm just going to get out on the road and just start gigging.
Yeah.
Because we can't be waiting on the Laughter Lounge and
places
like that to ring us, because it's as great as they are, they're so intermittent and so sporadic that, you know, you can't live off that. So
not at all,
we just got to get up off our arses, like Danny O'Brien has done, gone out there and tour, because there's a market there. You just need to go to the places where you know there'll be a demand. And I've looked at Danny's tour and I've seen a couple of places that I haven't played before, and I'm going after them. Ross Brown is another one who's played to a load of places that I've never been before. Ross gave me a couple of venues. I've been in touch with them. I've had a couple of great reactions. So I'm slowly putting together a tour which I'm gonna do over between like March and God knows when. Right throughout the summer. Now, summer obviously isn't a great time for comedy, but if you go to a place in, you know, a small town in Ireland, and I'm trying to, I suppose, you know, as I said, everyone watches Fair City. If they see hang on, what? Your man in Fair City does comedy? I have to see this. And
why not? Of that. Absolutely,
I do get a lot of that. I get a lot of curious Fair City fans coming to gigs now going, I have to check it out. And then they can't quite compute my big happy-go-lucky demeanour on stage.
I suppose, but once you reference it too, like, now let's get Cahill out of the way, right? Over 5 minutes. Over
5 minutes, and then I move on and do the jokes and whatever. But so I'm just gonna really go on a hard sell this year, Tom. Just push myself out there a bit more, just generate some income.
Go to all the towns where they have money.
Yes, exactly. It's a recession hit this place, I won't do that. No. But I mean, like, I'm not just doing theatres. I'm doing pubs with decent. Like, there was one venue there who booked me recently last week, the White Horse in Ballincollig.
I used to have a gig there.
No way.
Myself and another lad from Fitchy Covey.
Oh, Fitchy, yeah.
Yeah, we used to run a gig there, a monthly gig there.
I heard it's deadly.
It is one of them, like, visually one of. Now, it's only a small room, like, it hold maybe 80, 90, but. It is, and Ballincollig is big now. It's a big town now, like, with a lot of population. But he is some man for promoting music and everything else.
Well, his head of events, Marlene is her name. She got in touch with me and said, you know, she just said to me, look, we'll give you a split. This is your split, and we can't give you a guaranteed fee yet because we don't really know who you are at the moment. Oh, that's fine, no worries. And I told her, just sent her me blurb, and she came back to me and she went, oh, you're off Fair City?
Yeah.
She goes, right, that might be a little selling point for us.
Absolutely,
in, you know? So they give me a really good, generous split, and that's in April. So it's a Thursday night, which might be a bit of a detractor to me, but fuck it, I'll give it a go, Tom. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm doing these kind of out of the way kind of locations. There was another place in Tarbert in Kerry,
right?
Where the ferry goes to Clare or something. Tarbert, I can't remember what it's called. It was some venue there inquired about me. So I could have put out a call to action on social media there last week, asking people to suggest venues and theatres and church halls where I could possibly do a gig, and I got a huge reaction to it. So I've sent some of them to my agent to have a look at, and the agent is obviously going to go to the normal places like the Civic and Talent, the Spirit Store and all those places and try and book me gigs in. But I'm going to really kind of push those other areas that I've never done before, kind of thing, like, you know.
Deadly stuff, and I'll put the link in the description of this too, like, so if anybody needs to folloh you on it or any or all your whatchamacallits. And do you will I link, like, do you? Sure, I mean, I've seen you physically reach out to people that speak to you. I can tell you don't know them, like, when I see it I'm like, but that's actually pretty nice out of Eric there, rather than just a like. You do return. So feel free to hassle Eric online if you do see him.
Well, obviously, you kind of, I suppose, you do get an idea of the whack balls.
Oh, yeah.
And the people who are just generally curious.
Yeah.
You know, like, there are some people you respond to, and then after a while you kind of wish you'd never responded to them.
74 lines in the thread later,
But look, 99% of the people who contact me are decent people, and Tom, as you know yourself, it takes 5 seconds to give them a reply.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's only a bit of courtesy, really, isn't it? They're taking the time out to take an interest in you, to ask you a question. The least you can do is give them an answer.
There you go.
That's the way I look at it.
That's it. So fantastic stuff, Eric. Thank you very, very much for doing this.
Thanks for having me.